Unsigned writers, are you looking for an agent? Well, guess what? It's time for Pitch Wars! Hi, my name is Marcus, and I'm the idiot on the writer's block. If you're new to this channel, I, the idiot, ask experts for tips on how to write, publish, and promote my first fiction novel. Previously, I've covered questions such as how to write a great protagonist, how to write a great antagonist, how to deal with writer's block, as well as many other questions, which you can catch in this playlist right here. Have a watch, and if you enjoyed those videos, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to get more expert tips on how to write, publish, and promote your first fiction novel. Now, if you're a writer without an agent and you've been paying close attention to Twitter this week, you would know that submissions are now open for Pitch Wars. Now, what is Pitch Wars, you may ask? I didn't know about it until I heard about Pitch Wars 2020 from a writing community on Twitter. I found out the submissions were now open and were going to be closing on the 1st of October 2020. So, I did what I do best. I reached out to an expert to find out all I need to know about Pitch Wars 2020. And so the question on the writer's block this week: what is Pitch Wars 2020? And can I get some tips on how to succeed? And also, it was my birthday this week. My birthday this week. So, it was my birthday this week. My birthday this week. The expert I found was none other than one of the mentors in Pitch Wars 2020, K.A. Black.
My name is Kimberly Black. I write under K.A. Black. Yep, my first novel, Ripple, is on submission right now.
What is Pitch Wars?
So Pitch Wars is a volunteer-led, Twitter-based event where agented authors give their time to unagented authors to mentor them on their draft and doing edits. And then there is an agent showcase at the end, I think it's in February, where agents then can request the materials, much like in querying. The unagented author may get an offer of representation at the end. So it's sort of just the mentors are at least somewhat experienced and can use that experience to help unexperienced authors in order to get them to the next stage, which is having an agent.
How did you get involved in Pitch Wars 2020?
Really, anybody can apply to be a mentor. Like I said, they are agented authors, but I believe that that's not always the case. I think self-published authors can do it too. So I don't know for sure either way, but the rules are all on the site. I just know for me specifically that I am agented. So you apply through a Google form type sheet, and then the Pitch Wars committee goes through and picks out mentors. I'm actually got picked very late in the process. Another mentor had to pull out, and they asked me if I would jump in. So usually there's like a month for mentors to start getting ready, and I had about a week in order to put my wish list and everything together.
What do you look for in a potential mentee?
So in a potential mentee, I'm looking for anybody who's writing sci-fi and fantasy and science fantasy, and then horror in those genres as well. And really, I'm looking for own voices representation, neurodivergent, LGBTQ, chronic illness. I'm looking for those stories because those people have been underrepresented in publishing. And sorry, by own voices, I did mean like Black and Latine authors with that. And I'm also just looking for unique stories, things that I haven't read before or haven't read over and over. And then I'm also looking for a mentee who knows what their genre or subgenre, like word count is, what's kind of expected of those. Because Pitch Wars is a very condensed editing session. Some authors will take, 6 months to edit a book. You don't have that in Pitch Wars. It's about a month and a half that you have to edit. So, I'm looking for somebody who is almost there, and I can help take him to the next level.
Can you give 5 tips that potential mentees can use to succeed in Pitch Wars 2020?
Let's see. The first one is don't stress out. So I know it is a very stressful thing. Querying by itself is very stressful, and Pitch Wars is very akin to querying. But really do have fun with it. You'll meet a lot of people. You can form a network of writers this way, and that can be more invaluable than a mentor in some ways, because you can end up with multiple eyes on your book instead of just one. And publishing is so subjective that it could be one of those people who helps you get an agent. So that was number one, and I guess sort of number two of network with the other writers. Number three is make sure your material is ready. So Pitch Wars requires a completed draft, at least as completed as you can get it. We understand that there's still going to be like mistakes, and I don't think any mentor is going to count you out of the running if you have spelling or grammar mistakes. I know I wouldn't, because I am a terrible speller and I don't know grammar at all. So a completed draft, a query, and then a synopsis. So definitely make sure you're doing your research on how to write a query and a synopsis, because those can throw a lot of writers, because they're a lot different than writing a book. Number four is to engage with the Pitch Wars mentors. Figure out what their wish lists are, talk to them on Twitter. A lot of mentors are open to being added, or go ahead and DM them. And then number five would be to watch the Pitch Wars account, because they do all of their live chats. They'll tell you when they're doing mentor talks and things of that nature, so that can help prospective mentees as well.
What genres are you as a mentor looking for?
So I have the full list up on my website. It's really easy. It's authorkablack.com. But as a whole, it's like sci-fi, science fantasy, and fantasy, and then horror in those genres as well. I do have some things I'm not looking for, like superheroes, dragons, talking animals, evil robots. I can see your face. I know it sounds like a very eclectic list. I have my reasons. But so, there's more that I am looking for than what I'm not looking for. Let's put it that way. I'm looking at adult and new adult that can be queried as adult, because new adult does not exist within traditional publishing.
Are you sure you don't want stories with evil robots in them?
But no, it's great. And writing is so subjective. I'm tired of seeing evil robots now. That doesn't mean somebody else doesn't want them, or that I won't want them, a year from now. So yes, definitely include them.
And there you have it. Tips from mentor K.A. Black on how to succeed in Pitch Wars 2020. Check in the description below for links to her work. And let us know if you're a writer who's throwing in to Pitch Wars 2020. That way, we can give support from the sidelines. And if you wanted to check out some of the tips that K.A. Black gave me on writing, publishing, and promoting my fiction novel, check out this playlist right here. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to get more tips on how to write, publish, and promote your fiction novel. I'm Marcus E. Acko. I'll see you next time. Pitch Wars, Pitch Wars, Pitch Wars, Pitch Wars.